be weirdly silent. Although I didn't figure out how to have like a thing to capture movies and TV player on Windows 10. I forgot to get VCell stupid traffic cone program.
Traffic cone, yeah. Actually, I remember trying it at one point very briefly and not getting it to work, so.
Yeah, like, OBS doesn't have a thing for that. I could just, like, do it the way that I've been doing it by just, like, using display capture instead of, like, capturing it gracefully, but, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Welcome, everybody, to the next Battle Craze cast. I am Janice Luciani. I am the creative director of Battle Craze. And with me is Dr. Calexo, the coder of Battle Craze.
It's me.
So, we did an interesting thing where we decided, hey, what if we reveal our character beforehand, instead of waiting for the Crazecast to happen, so we can get, like, you know, some more eyes, get some interest in, and we definitely have a very interesting character. In case you didn't see the trailer, I will play that right now.
Baxter. Furious. Battle Craze!
So, yeah, that was the very exciting Baxter trailer that we dropped earlier this week. And now we could finally showcase our little lizard lad.
Chameleon boy.
Yeah, chameleons are very interesting creatures. I did tell you about the origin of where Baxter came from, right?
I'm aware of it, but
Yeah,
it's
for
worth
the
repeating.
people at home, Baxter was actually based off of a plush that I had as a child, although, when I had the trailer drop, my eldest brother got to me on Discord saying that it was his. So, I guess I don't know anything about the ownership of my own plushes. Anyways, in the world of Battle Craze, Baxter is actually a organic supercomputer developed by BioCores, the people responsible for creating Reaper. And this supercomputer was tested so much that it desired to escape, and it did because it's incredibly smart. When it was wandering the United Kingdom, it found the discarded body of a plush chameleon, and then it just bioformed a new body out of that and decided, you want to know what's the best way to live? To just not care about anything and to just kill people. And that's what Baxter is here for. He wants to kill! And his new stage is the United Kingdom, Westminster Bridge. We were not able to show it in the trailer because we actually didn't have it complete by the time we were grabbing all the footage for it. And now we can actually show this off to the public.
Keep it clean. And break.
First voice is more quiet than the rest of the stream. How about now? Is that a little bit better? Then lower my desktop audio a bit. Balancing Ikemen's volume stuff is not good, but I could just be like... Yeah, there we go. Okay, Baxter is a very interesting character, because, he is a mix of two archetypes that probably shouldn't be put together.
It's, experimental.
Yeah.
It's appropriate, given the character backstory.
Baxter has very long-range normals. Like, standing strong punch is definitely the best, like, mid-range poke. Although, like, calling that mid-range is a little bit generous. Standing strong kick is his best anti-air, while crouching strong kick is... I forgot what nerf was given to this to make it, like, less oppressive.
It's much less plus on block. And it also isn't as disjointed anymore. So you can hit his head there.
Yeah, it definitely covers more space, but it makes him a lot more prone.
This is a character that changed, like, not so much, like, from conception, but, like, as we were just implementing things, there's a lot of stuff that we had to kind of go back on. A lot of stuff seemed a little too strong.
Yeah.
And some stuff not strong enough.
His crouching strong kick, you could special cancel the first hit of it, but not the second one. Then jumping normals. Yeah. He has one command normal, and that is 3 SK Sky Blue Thrash. He essentially gets a near full screen low poke. Although there is a tiny bit of a dead zone, so its range is deceptive. Oh yeah, his grabs. We should show off his grabs. Forward throw actually gives Baxter a good amount of advantage, because he can't follow that up, but he can use this time to charge his spin speed, which I will explain later, after I show off his other throws. So now I could go into his unique trait of spin speed. So Baxter has a speedometer that exists above his adrenaline meter. The higher the number goes, the more powerful his special moves will become. They will deal more hits, and they will become much faster. You can charge spin speed manually by using his Craze technique, Burn Roller. It's a gradual rise, but the decay rate is very generous. It goes by pretty slow. And you could also charge the spin speed in other ways once I get this to decrease to show off the regular versions of his specials. So, Baxter is a charge character. He has one motion input and 3 other charge motions. So, charge back forward punch is Gray Cannon. He, turns into a little ball and then hits you. But if you hold down punch, you could charge down spin speed just a bit. And if you press kick during this time, you could feint it. If he's spin speed 2, he will deal an extra hit. And if he's spin speed 4, he will deal 3 hits, and he is much faster. Also note that if you press Craze technique after you do this move, you can go and charge spin speed afterwards. charge back forward kick is White Catapult, where Baxter will bounce off the ground and then jump in an arc. As with Great Catapult, he could also charge spin speed with this too, and also feint it, and also charge it. Also, you could do both of these moves in the air. Charge down up is Blue Wave, where Baxter will spin upwards. That's the light version, and that's the strong version. The higher his spin speed, the more, I guess, safer it will be. If I remember right,
So they all get, like, a fair number of buffs. I think down up is just, a lot more damage. It's always, invulnerable in a heavy punch. The ball moves are actually, much safer on block. In general, just hit the ground faster after hit.
yeah, I did state when I was coming up with the concept for this character, I was like, max level spin speed is just CVS2 Blanca Ball. And his last special move is Quarter Circle Back Kick, Indigo Scream, where Baxter will leap up and do an overhead kick! I forgot how spin speed is applied to this move.
Mostly just safer. Pretty much.
So yeah, that's Baxter's moves. Now we can actually go on to his supers. Double Quarter Circle Forward Punch is Garish Hughes, his damage ender, where he spins around like a blender and then chomps on you. In the air, Double Quarter Circle Forward Punch is Contrast Bomber, where he will headbutt and then slash! His EX is applied to Garish Hughes, where he will spin, he will reel himself backwards and then spin more for even more damage and hits. As for his all-out destruction, it is unique in the fact that it is a buff. So this is Full Palette, where Baxter is a lot more visibly crazed, given the name is Battle Craze. Here, his spin speed moves are maxed out for a period of time, but also during this mode, he can cancel his special moves into each other. Of course, there is a tiny bit of a period where he will be... Also, he has a run in this mode, because I made a run for the startup animation. Also, if you hold C-Tech, you can extend this just a little bit longer.
That's right, he has no charge times.
Oh, he doesn't have charge times? Oh yeah, right. Okay, good, so doing these combos will be a lot more easier then.
It's worth noting that using any move that requires, or like is buffed by spin speed, drains it a little bit. So it'll go down a lot faster if you're using specials. When you're using Full Palette, chaining between the two decreases your time with the buff by a fair bit.
Much like a V-trigger does. So with Side C out of the way, we can showcase Side L, who's also an interesting take on the character. So the big difference between Side L Baxter and Side C is that his spin speed gets up much higher, with his Craze technique being max spin speed. But the decay rate will go down much more drastically. But there is a trade-off to this. If he has more than one level of spin speed, he gets access to a new C-Tech, Violet Shot, which bounces the opponent upward for... Let me a bit of a combo starter, and a combo extender.
Because it can be chained off with special moves.
Yeah, it's essentially like, what if you wanted to be full pallet, but constantly? But there is the drawback of the faster decay. Essentially, side L Baxter is burst spin speed, while side C Baxter is managed spin speed. Also, since he doesn't have full pallet anymore, he has a new all-out destruction. Polarized Flight, which is double critter circle forward plus both kicks, is a command grab that you could combo into. Oh yeah, I don't have all the meter.
Oh yeah, the hitbox in this looks really funny.
Oh yeah, we could show off our hitboxes.
Oh no.
Okay, I won't do that anymore. I'm sorry. I don't want to put you on blast on stream.
It's one of those things that are always going to look funny. And like it just, even in context, like they just look very strange, but they're more about practicality.
At least it wasn't like that one character that ARPA showcased like to us. It was like, I think it was SDY's Basra who had a hitbox that was just Africa. The hitbox was just shaped like Africa. So, yeah, that's Baxter in, like, a nutshell. A definite bite-sized introduction to the character, I think. There is another substantial character change that we can show off. So, Ikue. No, not Side C Ikue. Side L Ikue was not that great. So,
bad.
yeah, it was pretty bad, so we were just like... Or Klexa was like, I need to update this, and then we threw ideas. One of them was thanks to TTTTTSD, one of our friends, and also beta tester for Battle Craze, and we came up with this.
Keep it clean and break.
So, Ikue's charge works differently. She still has the 4 meters thing. Instead of filling up her Craze gauge and then activating a mode that has increased hit stun, she instead charges 3 diamond things, or charges, that enhance her EX moves in a different way. So with each little diamond that you get charged, you get an extra hit off of an EX move.
Well, just for the fireball.
How come you didn't
They
make it?
actually-
How come you didn't make it so that charge 1 fireball doesn't have like 2 hits, and then charge 2 is 3, and then charge 3 is 4?
You know, I thought about it, but I realized that basically charge 1 fireball is not supposed to be all that useful anyway.
Right.
Like, it just does a little more damage, and I think it's a little faster too. But
Right. So it's not
That's-
like the Dairy Queen sweet deals. Any EX move for $3. Sorry.
But yeah, no, it's basically like all the level 1 versions are there, but they're not all that great. It's really like 2 and 3 where they actually start becoming very useful.
Right.
But they each get something different based on how many levels you have. The Dinjin charges, if I'm
Yeah.
pronouncing that correctly.
Digit charges.
So you have the fireball, which is a multi-hit, so it becomes safer on block, much safer, and comboable at higher levels. So you can actually extend the combo with the level 3 fireball, which doesn't cost any meter. It's just the charges, but you do have to build those charges. And it's not like Baxter where you can do like a cancel and a charge like from special. Like, you gotta be a little more careful with it, but get some pretty neat things from it.
Yeah. Well, we could also show off her other new moves, where quarter circle back kick is just this spin.
They have names. Jeez, Janice.
Sorry. Let me look at the move list so I can refresh myself. EX, so EX, quarter circle forward Craze tech is Blade Bullet Storm. Quarter circle back Craze technique is Blade Tempest, and then DP Craze technique is Dungeon Bolt. This is Blade Tempest. You're mine! Take this!
That one, yeah, that one is definitely just like the damage one, because it hits pretty damn hard when you get all three.
Oh yeah, right, we gave her Captain Corridor.
Yes. This move is more invulnerable and safe with higher levels. At level 3, it's fully invincible. Level 2, it's air invincible. And level 3, it is safe on block.
And that's it for Seidel Akue changes, right? No, like, new supers?
No, that's it, yeah.
Yeah,
But
so hopefully we have an Akue that's a little bit more active and has a little bit more sauce here, because previous Akue would just have to, like, stand back and charge a resource that will probably not pay off unless you're, like, really skilled at activating it.
well, previous Side L. Side C has always been pretty good, IMO.
Yeah.
Very well designed on V's part. It's just Side L is where I try to get creative, and I didn't really understand how important Gauge was, or how it's used, so this is something we just had to reevaluate. But I think we came up with something a lot more fun to use, so...
Yeah, we have
Yeah,
something
it's-
really nice here for people to try out. So yeah, a whole new character and a revision to a character that really needed it. I think that's gonna be it for, like, major changes for this update.
Do you want to talk about the Craze cancel thing, like, real quick? It's not really big, it's just that, I think it's going to be big in the long term, but it's a small thing where you can cancel out of a move for a level 2 Craze cancel, the Craze Assault.
So yeah, Craze Assault was a thing that only happened when you attack the opponent on block, and your Craze Blitz would happen if you do it on hit. And Craze Assault costs 2, and Craze Blitz costs 3. And with this update, Craze Assault can be applied to projectiles.
Basically, so what happens is, it used to be where if you wanted to cancel a move, like after it's whiffed, you could do the level 3 cancel to, like, make it safe if it didn't get blocked. But now it's more consistent where if it blocks, if it's whiffed, or even if it isn't finished coming out, you can actually cancel any special move. Aside from fireballs, which you can cancel after the projectile has been launched. So you can throw out a lot of fireballs and then, like, kind of chase them. Or you can also do some kind of crazy mix-up stuff where, like, I think the best one is, like, her charge overhead for Akue, where you can start charging that and then just cancel it and then just, like, grab somebody. Like, stuff like that. Yeah, and her DP as well. So, I think you can do some pretty crazy stuff with this, and I'm actually really content with this change.
Yeah, and when are we going to apply them to Super so we could have Roman
No.
cancel Heavy Mob Cemetery into Wild Throw?
Nope. Nada.
No?
You use the super, you're committing, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right. I just find that clip funny where it's just like this overdramatic super cutscene, and then he's just like, nah, regular throw.
Oh god. I'll give that to someone Side L. It's just like, you can Craze cancel supers with this character.
No, that should be Side K, but they're like as frail as paper.
What's Side K? I have no idea what that is.
We had it accidentally pop up on the stream. Come on, we could talk about it.
It's still a secret to me.
Fine. We'll keep it a secret, so if people find out about it, then... I don't know, I'll give you, like, a crummy pencil sketch as a reward, and I'll put it in the game. So, yeah, I think that'll be it for this showcase. I think the next part was, like, me stopping the stream and then you trying to see if you can stream to the Play Battle Craze channel or not.
Right, yeah. Which I should have that set up at least enough to just get the stream running. So
Yeah, that's good. So we're gonna see you like very quickly after I turn off this stream, so I could have this delicious VOD to upload to YouTube later, so people can see it whenever they like.
all right. Well, see you in a moment.
Yeah, please ignore that.